And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Al McGuinness Sports Center for this contest taking place between the Cape Breton West Islanders and the Valley Wildcats. This is a presentation of the Nova Scotia U18 Major Hockey League in association with High Button Sports. I'm your host, Brendan Maloney, for this contest. The Islanders are 4-1 in their last 5 games with 2 wins against Cole Harbour and 2 wins against the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush. Wildcats are just ahead of the Islanders in the standings at 4th place. The record of 2-3 in the last 5, 7-5-0 to start the season. Last 5 games, 2 wins versus the South Shore Mustangs, 2 losses versus the Dartmouth Steel Subaru, and a loss against the Pictou Weeks as we start things off here in the first. Chipping it in is Hanley into the corner. So these both teams neck and neck in the standings. The Valley in 4th and the Islanders in 5th. Right in the middle of the pack here as Lex Watt looks to move it ahead. Taken here on the offensive zone by Hookshores trying to make a play. Islanders captain Lance Hookshores, he gets checked in the corner. As the Wildcats get started on the physical play here early as Sinclair moves up the left wing side trying to chip it past Lex Watt, who got a little bit better of that. Hookshores moves it ahead for the Islanders as they look to get things started in the offensive zone. Arnold behind his own goal. Steps wide on the right-hand side. Moves past Watt with a nice couple moves, and he tips it ahead as Ellis goes to retrieve that. Sinclair can't get a step on that one as Seaman takes it ahead. That hit Sinclair in the midsection on the clearing attempt. A painful play there for Jesse Sinclair. The Valley captain. Hunter Hood on the draw, trying to win it back here. Hood moves in and tips it into the corner for Connolly, who's either a tumble. Taken by Fleet now, looking to move it ahead. Colby Fleet with back-to-back home ice hat tricks. In a game against Cole Harbour and a game against the Rush on last Sunday. And this first period brought to you by Superline Fuels, worry-free home heating. Oil and propane delivered proudly by local experts. Comforting your family is our priority at Superline Fuels. Face off in the offensive zone here for the Valley as Hood wins that back. A quick shot off the draw was blocked as Fleming got a stick for that shot. Conley delivers a body check in the corners. That's moved ahead by the Islanders. Putting with it is Wilson now in defense. Wilson hounded there by the Islanders forecheckers. but he gets it into the neutral ice. As that one chipped down into the corner. Connolly making chase against Trenum. Trenum behind the goal, gets stripped of the puck by Connolly. Connolly holds on to it, drops it to the point. Quick shot there through a screen, blocked aside by Bell. Jack Bell getting the starting goal for the Islanders. On the left wing side, or right wing side rather. Here comes Fleet on his off wing, chips it ahead to Hunter McDonald, unable to clear. As Force looks to get after it on the forecheck. Finds Kerrigan, a shot, he scores! Kerrigan with a ripper of a wrist shot, right in the center between the circles there. And the Wildcats open the scoring here in the first. So the Valley looking to put the Islanders on the back foot early here with a quick goal by Kerrigan. Wade and Kerrigan, number 17. As that one taken on by Seaman, moves it ahead to Kerrigan. Kerrigan chips it past the defense. New alternate player in the lineup, Sawyer Nadasi, out of Brook Village, gets his start here wearing number 19 for the Islanders. As that one moved across by Neumann down the corner. Seaman behind the goal. Here's the left wing. Force, a hard check on him by Davidson, who gets after on the forecheck. Nadasi chips it into the light fixture there. Close call as that could have hit the bulb. There's a hot clearing attempt there. A face-off once again here in the offensive zone for the Valley. Hood on the draw. Wildcats get it. Hanley, a quick shot through a screen that was blocked. Nadasi checked in the corner. Okay, looking to take the body there on the rookie. It's just worked in the corner here. Sauter trying to get a hold of it. It's on the point to Hanley. Hanley moves it across. Seaman finding Stoddard. Stoddard in the backhand, feeds Hood behind the goal. Hood has to chase it down there against McCackern. Stopped up by Seaman, he puts it into the corner. Or Pay rather. McCackern on the backhand feed to Nadasi. Nadasi gets it ahead to Davidson, who moves it for McCackern down the wing. Carson McCackern held up there at the blue line. Chisholm gets a hold of it. Will Chisholm leads the Islanders in scoring with 13 points on the season in 10 games played. One taken ahead. Moved up to neutral zone ice and fired back in by the Islanders. As Neumann stops him behind the goal, unable to stop it up though as Kieran McDonald gets a hold of it. Backhand feed in front, blocked by Sinclair. Good defensive play by the Valley captain. As up come the Wildcats the other way, chipping it ahead to Fletcher in the corner. Fletcher on the wing, backhands and feed in front, and that goes all the way through everybody, and is taken by the Islanders in transition. Road ahead, here comes Aiden McDonald down the right wing side, dropping it in front, looking for Kieran McDonald, but it was out of his reach. As Kieran McDonald follows it up in the corner, looking to get the cycle play going for the Islanders. Fletcher on the far side while he's checked into the bumper. Aiden McDonald chips it ahead of the defensive Wilson. Islanders going to get things started on the cycle. Here's Aiden McDonald, works free. Wilson takes a body check on him and gets it to Sinclair. Here comes Sinclair over the line. Quick shot past the left hand side of Bell. Another follow-up shot, and that one paddled aside. Here comes Hookshorst. Feed up the wing to McDonald. Knocked off the puck by Arnold. Arnold moves it in the corner. He gets hit by Hookshorst on the way through. As Shredham picks that up. Shredham. Feed for Watt. Lex Watt down the right wing side. Holds on to it, tries to make a move, and he's stripped to the puck. Give it away in front of shot, they score! A giveaway in front of that and a quick release there. And it looks like it's Colby Fleet again. And that ties up the game at 1 here in the first. As he beats Norman, glove hand side. And we're all tied up at 1 apiece here in the first. Well, both teams get on the offense early here. And not even halfway through the period yet as Hood dumps that into the corner. Chisholm on it. Lucas Chisholm off the wing. A check there. That goes all the way down. And that'll be icing here against the Islanders. So unable to make the line change here for this next draw as we get things started in the offensive zone for the Valley Wildcats. Fletcher trying to win that battle. Fleming, rather. Taken by Hood, dumped in the corner. Trenham rims it around the near side wall. Watt finds Fleet in transition. Fleet up through neutral ice. Skates free and shoots. He scores! What a goal! Colby Fleet rips it top shelf, glove hand side. And the Islanders take the lead 2-1 here with Fleet's second goal in just about a minute and a half. What a shot! And Colby Fleet has the hot stick once again for the Islanders, as he's already on hat-trick watch just 6 minutes or so into the first. As that moved ahead here by the Valley as Arnold gets it deep. McCackern on it behind the goal. Finds Natesty. Sawyer Natesty on the wing to McGinnis off the boards. And out through neutral ice is making chase forward is McDonald in the corner. Hunter McDonald stops up, waits and shoots off the blocker of Neumann and wide. Stopped over the point by McGinnis. He gets it deep. Try to find McCackern behind the goal. Islanders pressing early here. Kerrigan moves it ahead for the Valley. Finds Seaman. Seaman skates in, shoots, save, made, rebound chance in front, another save. Two great saves there by Jack Bell as out comes Hunter McDonald. He gets checked. Holds on to that puck though and tries to sweep it into the corner. Got one moved on the far side defense. Nice couple of moves there. Saucer pass to Force. Force finds his man on the wing, dropping it off to Kerrigan. Kerrigan spins and shoots, and that one blocked by Force for another shot. What a kick-out save that was by Bell. He had to reach there for that one. As here come the Valley once again. Connor looking to step it in front. Taken by McDonald up the wing. Hunter McDonald on the left wing side. Steps free in the middle. One pass in front of the net. Shot. What a save that was by Neumann with the pad. On a great move there by Davidson in front of the net. McDonald trying to get it free. Moved across to Ellis. Great pressure for the Islanders. A shot blocked in front by Hickey. Here comes Kerrigan. Off the boards. They can't get it free. And Johnny McGinnis unable to make a play. Fired back in the zone by Aiden McDonald. And the Islanders have to tag up here as Davidson moves ahead. Through neutral ice. Stopped up. Ellis with a hold of it now. Finds Davidson who chips it ahead. Wilson tosses it to himself. A great play there. As that one moved ahead here by the Valley. In come the Wildcats. Connolly a shot. That one blocked in front. Taken by Davidson now. Off the glass and out. Trying to find Chisholm. Will Chisholm over the line. And that one's called offside here at the blue line. So we'll have a neutral zone face-off to take place here shortly. Neutral zone draw here as McGinnis steps up. Stoddard won the draw clean for the Valley. Pass ahead for Stoddard again. That one goes all the way down. And that'll be icing here against the Wildcats. Face off in the offensive zone for the Islanders here as McGinnis steps up to the draw. Jack McGinnis, that is, onto the point to Trenham. Trenham tries to find McGinnis. His stick shattered in his hands as he has to go off the bench. And that's going to be an icing call here against the Valley. Colby Fleet back on the ice here for the take the draw against Stoddard. Moving around on the near side. Chip past Trenham. It gets up to neutral ice as Kieran McDonald fires that back into the zone for the Islanders. Norman stops it up behind the goal. Almost a misplay in front of it. Fleet behind the goal. And the net is off the moorings here. And so a stoppage in play will take place here. Face off in the offensive zone for the Islanders. As the officials set up the net here making sure it's stable. Lead on the draw. Quick shot off the draw. Blocked by Sinclair as that one off the far side wall, picked up by Watt. He turns. Off the boards, finds Hookshor's trying to move it ahead. Back come the Islanders, Watt down the wing. Watt on the backhand, turns on the forehand, sweeps it in front. Backhand shot save made by Neumann, he covers. Fleet on the draw. Sinclair wins that back, swept around on the near side to Hanley. Hanley chips it out to neutral ice. A foot race forward here. Fletcher looks to get ahead. Fletcher stops up, turns with it. Finds Hanley in front. Hanley a shot. That one sails over the blocker side. Seaman on the corner. Quick shot there. It goes wide. Watt on it. Out to neutral ice. Seaman on the backhand finds Hanley. Hanley trying to find Arnold on the wing, and he wasn't prepared to receive that pass as Sinclair looks to move ahead with it. Moved behind by Thomas McCacken. He fires it off and down the ice. There'll be icing here against the Islanders, so unable to make the change here as the officials look to get the correct players back on the ice for the Islanders here. Face off in the offensive zone here for the Valley Wildcats as Fleming steps up to the draw. Logan Fleming leads Valley Wildcats in scoring with 10 goals and 6 assists for 16 points in 11 games played thus far this season. That went into a ceiling beam for another stoppage. Hunter Hood on the draw against Hookshorst. Chopped at there by Fleming, but taken away by McGinnis. He finds McDonald in stride. Hunter McDonald down his off wing. Pass in front. A quick shot there. Unable to get solid wood on it there was Hookshorst as he came through the center. Taken away by Hood. Finds it on the wing for Fleming. Fleming across to Connolly. A quick shot, and that one blocked in front by McDonald. Looking for a cross-ice pass. There's that one taken again here. The Valley moving ahead, trying to backhand pass was Connolly. Unable to find its target. Back on the point. Fleming turning, shooting, and save made there by Bell for another stoppage in play. Another face-off in the offensive zone here for the Valley Wildcats. They get a line change for this draw. As Braden Kerrigan back on the ice, the lone goal scorer thus far for the Valley in this game. Deflected there on the way by Sinclair. That's Amos Sinclair. Is that one taken away? Seaman finds his man on defense. Stopped up by McDonald, unable to get it ahead. A hard check there by Davidson. That's going to be called, as it looks to be a boarding penalty possibly here. As crowd gathers here and a little bit of skirmishes here on the wall. And that'll get a TV timeout here before the power play.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple.
And once again, this power play brought to you by Zutphen Contractors as the Valley Wildcats go on the man advantage here for 2 minutes and counting. Is that one taken here? And in front of the net, a chance, and unable to get the shot away there was Kerrigan as he was alone in front. Neumann behind the goal. Drops it for Seaman. Jacob Seaman leads defensive scoring on the Valley with 7 points in 12 regular season games. Is that one on the near side for Kerrigan. Kerrigan steps in. Turns with it. That one fired down the ice by Hookshores to kill some time. Neumann stops it up behind his goal, waiting for Seaman to pick it up. Number 55, Jacob Seaman down the right wing side. Spins and that's going to be an offside here against the Wildcats as they didn't get the clean zone entry. Hanley didn't like the call there, and he voiced his opinion to the official as he skates off the ice. A face-off in neutral ice. Lead off the tie-up with Hood. That's fired down. Picked up by Hickey on the fence. Moved across. Chipped ahead by Hood on the near side. Odyssey moves it in and fires it in the corner there on the penalty kill. Halfway through the penalty for the Islanders as they look to kill this off. Moved ahead for Connolly in the corner against Odyssey. Checks against him. Odyssey 1-on-3 in the corner. He needs some help here. Islanders unable to get a hold of that as they're in a sacrifice position. Moved in front. A quick shot there, and looked like Bell got a paddle with a stick on it there as that one moved ahead out to neutral ice. And the Wildcats unable to get anything going just yet on this power play as Hood skates ahead with it. Drops it off. Connolly. Touch and play and shot. They score! Or excuse me, it's loose. It's in. It is a goal. I thought it was in on the first shot, but it was still loose in front. Bell protesting the call here, but the Wildcats on the board here on the power play to tie it up at 2. And just like that, we're all back, knotted up at 2 apiece here in the first. And persistence was key there for the Valley as they kept banging away in front. Not looking to give up on that loose puck, and it's finally put in the back of the net.
Valley goal scored by number 7, Isaac Connolly. Assist to number
And it's Isaac Connolly with the goal, number 7 for the Valley Wildcats. Assist by Hunter Hood, number 21. As Force picks that up through neutral ice. Luke Force trying to find Pay in front. The shot there was partially blocked as McGinnis clears it off the wing on the glass. Taken by Hanley now. He fires into the zone. Onto the stick of Pay on the deflection. Pay in the corner. One-time play in front, and Stoddard unable to pull the trigger there as it cut the heel of his blade. Moved out to McGinnis. Jake McGinnis in stride. Drops it for Aiden McDonald. McDonald dancing free. A shot. Loose in front. Another shot. That one stopped. And the goaltender knocked into the goalpost here. The crowd gathers. This takes exception to that play as McDonald got a collision in there with the goaltender, and a crowd gathers in the corner here. So things getting a little bit hairy here in the first. Well, the Wildcats wanted a call on that play. I don't think they're going to get one, as we will just resume. Facing off in the defensive end there, Sinclair with a healthy discussion there with the official on that play. A face-off in the offensive zone here for the Islanders as Watt comes off the bench and into the play. Carson McCacken on the draw up against Jesse Sinclair. Sinclair wins it to Seaman, who wraps it around the boards, looking for the right wing side for Fletcher. Tries to chip it past Chisholm, and a hard check on McCacken there. as that one finds the ceiling beam for another stoppage in play. Face off in the offensive zone. Carson McCackern on the draw. Wins it clean to the point. Shot by Chisholm through a screen. That was blocked in front by Sinclair. And just moved on the near side. Sinclair checked there by Chisholm. And in the corner, Lucas Chisholm up the wing. Will Chisholm knocks it free. That one is going to be an offside at the offensive blue line for the Valley. Face off in neutral ice. McCackern on the draw, wins it back to Thomas McCackern. Back to Carson, moving up ahead. McCackern trying to drop it free. Not to see a shot deflected in front, and unable to cash in there was Davidson. Davidson, hard check on the wall. Is that one fired in the corner in front of there for Davidson? A quick whack at it, and that one was blocked in front. Almost lost my words there on that check by Davidson. Taken on the near side by Arnold up the wing. Arnold dancing free, stopped up by Bell, who covers, and a collision there in front of the goaltender. And that one causes a crowd to gather behind the goal. As once again the players get in the mix here. Remember folks, this is only the first period of play. We have 3 more periods left to go after this one. So officials likely to try to get some discipline in here. Try to prevent the funny business between the whistles. As the head games take place here with 6:09 remaining in the first. Braden Kerrigan on the draw in the offensive zone. Up against Colby Fleet. And Kerrigan's going to get tossed from the draw here as Sinclair goes in to take his place. Off the tie-up, picked up by the Valley. Force on the point to Wilson. Wilson a shot to a screen and a pad save there by Bell. He got that pad out the last second, moved ahead by Watt. Here comes Hookshorst down the wing. And that one offside as Watt was a step ahead of the play. And so we'll have a neutral zone face-off to take place here. Fleet on the draw against Kerrigan. Tied up in the official's feet as that one fired in on the ceiling beam once again here by Fleet on the clear. The draw won by the Islanders. Ellis fires it in. Norman stops it up for his defense. Unable to get the pass ahead to Wilson. A quick shot there off the boards. And chasing it down is John Hugh McGinnis on defense, number 3 for the Islanders as he works behind his own goal. Finds Ellis. Ellis lead pass for Fleet. Colby Fleet down the right wing. Drags and shoots past the blocker side. McGinnis turns in the neutral zone. Pass for Ellis. Jonah Ellis skates in and shoots, and he went past the blocker side as well. On the point, McGinnis fires it. Stopped up there by Hickey. Cameron Hickey. Checked there by Hookshorst, but he got the better of him as that went off the near side. Hood unable to get the hold of that as Hickey holds on to it. Hickey. Backhand feed to Connolly. Connolly stepping free. Dumps it in the corner as Hood makes chase. Hunter Hood. Onto the point to Hanley. Hanley trying to find a chance in front of that backhand. What a save that was by Bell. With the left pad. Held him by the Valley off the goalpost on that tip. As that's moved ahead here for McDonald. Aiden McDonald down the right wing side. Nice move to the inside. Pass in front, looking for McGinnis as McDonald follows it up and fires it off the wall. Chisholm a shot through a screen. That one goes wide. Pinching in there was Trenum. He chips it ahead. He had to retrieve his stick there as he dropped it on the body check play. Is that one taken by Hood once again? Hunter Hood through neutral ice. Chips it into the corner and goes for a line change. Trenum in the corner. Taken away by Pay. Pay. Pass in front there for a chance for Stoddard as he turns to Hanley. Moved across the point to Seaman. Seaman a shot through a screen. Saved by Bell. Rebound chance in front. Another backhand shot goes wide. Good pressure here by the Wildcats. Taken on the near side by McDonald, looking to move it ahead. Taken by McCackern. Carson McCackern up the right wing. Chips it ahead of the defense and skates it down. Up against Hanley, who pins him against the wall. Trying to take him off the puck as McDonald goes in. McCackern fires McDonald in the corner. Hunter McDonald. Trying to find Madison on the point, but it's taken away here by Forces. He gets shocked and knocked to the ice by Hunter McDonald. McCackern. Thomas McCackern. Lead pass for Hunter, or excuse me, by Kieran McDonald as he turns with it. Checked by Fletcher. Drops it to McCackern. McCackern finds Nadisty. Nadisty, he's checked hard by Sinclair on the wall. But he got the puck in deep. Off the boards, held at the line there by McCackern and tries to move it ahead. Neither team able to get sustained pressure for too long against each other here as they both like to get the hold of that puck and get it out of the zone. A lot of defensive mind of hockey here at the second half of the first period. That one off the near side. Hanley trying to move it ahead. Off the glass. Ellis trying to stop it up. He chips it into the corner. Ellis holds the line. Finds McGinnis to the backhand shot. Save made by Neumann. Here comes Sinclair. Hard outlet there. Stopped up by Ellis. Ellis gets checked and knocked off the puck. Arnold trying to get ahead with it. Fletcher trying to hold the line, unable to do so, and Hickey turns with it now. Hickey trying to pass on the near side. Sinclair on it. Taken away by McGinnis. Jake McGinnis down the wing. Pass across to McDonald. Another pass in front to Fleet. Fleet trying to make a move. Drops it to McDonald. Hunter McDonald in the corner. Battling there. Nice couple moves, but he's taken away from the puck there by the Valley defense. As out comes Hanley with it now. Hanley down the wing. Got Fletcher with him. Taking off the puck. McGinnis slides it to Fleet. Fleet to neutral ice. Colby Fleet down the wing. Holds on. Moves to the backhand. Down behind the goal. Circling with it is Fleet. Spins it around the boards. Looking to get the cycle play going as Davidson moves after it. Chisholm in after it on the forecheck as well. Fleet stops it up. Spins it towards the goal. And looks like a penalty is being called in the play here. And once again, it's going against Davidson. It looks like it's another boarding call here. So with a minute 30 remaining, another power play. This one brought to you by Ideal Concrete. As the Valley Wildcats are the critical power play here at this stage in the period. A chance to go into the first intermission up by one here if they can score on the power play. As that one taken on the near side. Again, just trying to chase it down. Knocked away. Dropped to Hood on the point. Hood steps free. Slides it across. Quick shot there and a save made with the glove by Bell on that ripper of a shot by Morgan Fleming. Well, watch out for Fleming. He's already got 10 goals in 11 games. Almost on pace for a goal a game. There's that one on the tie-up move to Hood. Hood across, and that one escapes out to neutral ice. Drop to Hood. Hood moves onto the backhand. Stopped up on his off wing. Saucer passes a nice one to Hickey. Back in front to Hood. Hood trying for another play in front, and that one knocked out of reach. Hickey onto the point. Moved across. Under a minute remaining here in the first. Quick shot, glove down by Bell for the whistle. 48.9 on the clock. Slight advantage in shots. Going to close with his first for the Valley at 10-7. And once again, this power play brought to you by Ideal Concrete. The Valley with a minute 19 left in their advantage, which could go all the way to start that second period. The Islanders can kill off the period. That one taken free. Quick shot there, goes wide. As Fleming looked to pull the trigger there. That one escapes all the way down to kill some more time here. Just 30 seconds remaining in the first period as Neumann stops that up. Slides it for Connolly. Connolly moving up the left wing side. Breaking free for the Valley. He's checked off to the ice by McDonald. McCacken turns with it. He's checked by Arnold. Physical play always a factor in these games as Kerrigan drops it off. Quick shot by Seaman, and it's deflected just wide of that blocker side. Close call there for Bell. Is that one cleared? Not out. Held at the line. Great play by Seaman. He gets it ahead to Connolly. Connolly shoots, and at the horn, a pad saved by Bell. And that'll do it here for the first period of play. All knotted up at 2 apiece, heading into the second with 31 seconds remaining on the clock for the power play to extend into the second period for the Valley. This intermission brought to you by Ron McGilvery Chev Buick GMC. Whether you're looking for a new or a new-to-you vehicle, Ron McGilvery Chev Buick GMC has you covered with a wide range of selection, amazing deals, knowledgeable and friendly staff that will get you into your dream vehicle. Visit Ron McGilvery Chev Buick GMC and Ron McGilvery Certified Pre-Owned Center at 75 St. Andrew Street in Antigonish, or call at 902-863-2803. That's 902-863-2803, or shop online at rmggm.com. That's rmggm.com. The Islanders would also like to extend a thank you to Zeppin Contractors and Ideal Concrete for participating in their co-branding program. In addition to being a member of the Islanders sponsorship team, they will also be sponsoring tracksuits for the 2025-26 coaching staff and players. And one more thank you to Nova Trophy, providing the Islanders players and staff with Islanders hoodies this season. We're back shortly after this intermission to bring you the second period of play here live from the Alamogordo Sports Center. Stay tuned. And the Islanders and the Valley Wildcats make their way back onto the ice surface here to get things started for the second period of play. All tied up at 2 apiece to start the second. The Valley Wildcats will start the period on the power play with 31 seconds remaining on that man advantage unit. The Islanders still 31 seconds to kill to start the second period of play. Brought to you by Ideal Concrete for that power play. Well, the rookie number 19, Sawyer Nodesty, getting the start here on the penalty killing unit for the Islanders. As that one won by Sinclair off the draw and moved across. Moved ahead, Sinclair diving on that. Great play there by the Valley captain as he's a little shaken up on the play. He could have been hitting the midsection or something like that as that's moved across by Seaman. Seaman on the near side, fires it across. Moves it to Fletcher. Fletcher, a shot there, blocked in front of McCackern as he winces on that one. That one caught him in the ankle, it looked like. Pass in front, a sweeping shot, it goes blocked. And out of the box is Davidson on a breakaway. Davidson in, shoots, he off the goalpost. Back in front of the end. Another shot stopped in front and covered by Neumann. What a great opportunity there for Ryan Davidson, right out of the box and onto a breakaway. Talk about edge of your seat stuff to start this second period. My goodness. Carson McCackern on the draw here against Hunter Hood in the offensive zone for the Islanders. One on the draw there to Trenham, a shot from the point there, blocked aside by Neumann into the corner. Is that one picked up here by the Valley as they look to move ahead. Picked up by Davidson on the backhand feed and McCackern off his stick as Wilson turns with it. Finds his man in Arnold as he moves up. Arnold moves wide, holds on to it. Try to skip it past the defense and Trenham as he finds McCackern up the right wing side as McCackern moves it ahead. He gets knocked to the ice, an interference call coming against Connolly as he took McCackern into the play, and Davidson shot at the goal after the whistle, well after the whistle, as a crowd gathers here. Some skirmishes here in the second. There could be 2 penalties being called here, and Davidson's going to get called as well. An interference call coming by way of the Valley as Connolly goes off. And it doesn't look like there's going to be a penalty against Davidson, so the Islanders on the power play here, brought to you by Zuffin Contractors. So a huge opportunity here. And Hookshorst off the tie-up, tries to find McGinnis in the corner. Hookshorst on the forecheck, checked by Sinclair, knocked to the ice. There's that one down the ice. Trenham making chase here for the Islanders. Some hoots and hollers from the bench of the Valley on that check in the corner. Is that one taken by Trenham now? Trenham on the near side for Will Chisholm. Chisholm skates in, tries to slide in front, a chance. That one stopped up, and the net off the moorings once again here. This second period brought to you by West Nova Fuels. Worry-free home heating, oil and propane delivered proudly by local experts. Comforting your family is our priority at West Nova Fuels. So a penalty killing unit line change here for the Valley Wildcats. As we'll move to neutral zone ice for this draw. Power play once again brought to you by Zuffin Contractors. Off the draw, one there by the Valley. They fire it down to kill some time. Minute 25 remaining in the advantage here is Trenham. Skating out front of his own goal and steps into the neutral ice. Trenham slides it across to Will Chisholm. Drops it to McGinnis. Jake McGinnis moves it across. Pass in front of the net. Another pass, but they score! What a play! Tic-tac-toe! And the Islanders climb ahead on the power play. What a goal that was. And it looks like it's the captain, Hookshorst, once again, completing the play on a pretty passing movement there by the Islanders power play unit. And the Islanders climb ahead on a power play marker here as that one moved across to Ellis. Jonah Ellis, outlet play looking for McDonald, and it is over his stick and all the way down for an icing call here against the Islanders. Kerrigan on the draw against Fleet. Fleet wins the draw to Ellis. Ellis off the wall to Kieran McDonald, unable to clear. Let's check on the Valley again. Pass in front, blocked up by John Hugh McGinnis as Hunter McDonald makes his way up the left wing side. McDonald down the wing, holds on, drops it to Fleet. Colby Fleet. He gets checked. Good battle in the corner here for it as Fleet tried to get away. McDonald tried to block that off. It's moved ahead to Ellis. Jonah Ellis in his own zone. Pass on the near side to McDonald in stride. Hunter McDonald shoots, and that's a blocker to side by Neumann into the corner. McDonald follows it up. Both McDonalds into the play here. Hunter McDonald and Kieran McDonald on the lineup. As that one taken away here and moved ahead by Sinclair. Sinclair trying to chip it ahead for Force. Force up against Ellis in the corner. Ellis tries to bump him off the puck. Now some pressure by the Valley here in the corner. Unable to get by Seaman was McDonald. Seaman skates in, shoots, and that one blocked aside by Ellis. A hard block there by number 22. He looked to have caught his calf on the follow through of that shot. It was taken away by Sinclair in stride now. Jesse Sinclair up the left wing side. Tries to move to the outside. Ellis still on the ice. Battling hard out there. Is that one taken here? Dropped out to Force. Force, pass in front. Here's a chance. A shot at a pad save there by Bell into the corner. Good action here in the first going of the second period. Is that one taken away by Watt? 1-on-2. Lex Watt stops up. Trying to slide it in front. Blocked by Seaman. Aiden McDonald, he gets the puck taken away as Hanley moves out with it. Hanley up the left wing side. Chips it ahead. Stopped up by Bell. And he tries to cover and lost the puck. Almost a misplay here as it's taken by Hickey on the point. And here starts the cycle by the Valley behind the goal. Trying to pass in front. A quick shot goes wide. Great pressure here by the Valley now. Quick shot for the point. In front of it. What a save that was by Bell as he came across at the pad. Hickey on the point now. His shot is blocked in front by Trentham. Finds Watt. Watt skates free. Got McDonald with him. What a shot. That one sails over the blocker side and into the glass and then into the netting for a stoppage. No shortage of action here in the second period. Carson McCackern on the draw against Hunter Hood once more in the offensive zone. Taking on to the point. Madison moves it into the corner. Will Chisholm trying to backhand feed in front. That's stopped up. Over to McCackern, unable to make the play onto the point. Quick shot by Nadisi through a screen. Stopped up in front and covered by Neumann on the follow through. As once again the head games continue here in the second. Packer on the draw against Connolly. Isaac Connolly with one of the two goals for the Valley thus far in this game. Is that one taken by Davidson? Quick shot through a screen, and that one gloved down by Neumann. Face off in the offensive zone here for the Islanders. Carson McCacken up against Sinclair. Sinclair wins it clean. On the far side. Knocked ahead. Pay trying to beat the icing. McCacken on it. Moves it ahead. Hanley trying to hold the line there for the Valley. Moves it ahead. Davidson picks it up. Ryan Davidson checked by Sinclair on the wall. As Arnold gets it deep there. Not quite so deep though as McCacken turns with it now. Up against Pay. Moved ahead to Nodacy. Nodacy moves it ahead to Davidson, unable to clear it. As that fired back in there by Pay. Nodacy in the corner. Hard outlet play up ahead for Chisholm. Will Chisholm try to dance against Hanley, unable to do so as he turns in the corner with it. Hard check there on the glass, and that's going to be called as looks like an injury on the play here. We'll take the camera off of the action here as Islander player is injured on the play here. We don't show injuries here on High Button Sports. As Carson McCacken makes his way back to the bench in some distress. And Pay will go to the box, number 86, for the Valley Wildcats on that play. Likely a boarding call. And so this power play brought to you by Ideal Concrete. The Islanders with an advantage here. Colby Fleet on the draw. Kicking there and fired around the boards. Ellis holds the line. Gets it free to Hookshores. He gave it, to McDonald. He gave it away to Sinclair, who dumps it out down the ice. McDonald turns with it behind his goal. Drops it off for Ellis as the Islanders reset. Ellis sliding on the near side to Hunter McDonald in stride. Skates wide. McDonald pass the first shot. What a save that was by Neumann. Coming across with the glove. Moved across to McDonald. Onto the point to Ellis. Ellis across to McDonald. Back to Ellis. Ellis, a shot from the point, tipped low and off the pad, it looked like, as that one played with a high stick. So a stoppage ensues here. And so face-off taking place in the neutralize on that high stick play. Once again, this power play brought to you by Ideal Concrete. Colby Fleet on the draw against Sinclair. Sinclair tries to move it ahead against Ellis. Knocked off by Fleet. Fleet skating in. Moves it across looking for Watt. And that going down the ice. Sinclair in stride, shorthanded. Sinclair has got a man with him, and Fletcher back in front. It's stopped up by Bell as he covers that as Sinclair. The check on McDonald behind the play. And McDonald takes his time getting up. Physical play always a factor in these games, and once again, two teams that are neck and neck in the standings, not looking to give an inch. Any advantage is a good one, physical, psychological, and you've seen both factors coming into play in this contest thus far, the physical play and the head games between the whistles, as that one taken away by Trenum. Trenum moving up on the near side. Tries to move past. He gets cross-checked to the ice by Sinclair. Islanders looking for a call on that one. They're not going to get it here. As that one taken by Chisholm on the point. Quick shot in front, that one blocked. McGinnis follows it up. McGinnis trying to find Chisholm. Sinclair chasing it down. Taken by Trenum. Trenum outlet play, finds Hookshorst in stride. Lance Hookshorst down the wing. Tries to step free to the net and unable to get the shot away. That one taken to the point to Trenum. Trenum drops it off. Pass across, and that one blocked in front. A collision in front of the net with Hookshorst and the goaltender Neumann. Great penalty on the play. It's going to go against the Valley, though, as Hookshorst was the one that was interfered with in front of the net, causing the collision. And so another play, power play coming up here. As Arnold makes his way to the box here for the Valley. 5-on-3 for 12 seconds. Again, brought to you by Ideal Concrete. As the power play continues here. The Islanders looking to get a cushion here in the second. If they can get on another power play marker, as that moved across to Chisholm. Chisholm a shot. That one sails over the glove hand side. Taken by McCacken. Down low for Hookshorst. Moves it across, looking for McGinnis. As we're back to 5-on-4 action here. Chisholm knocked off the puck there by Hood as he skates after it. Chisholm follows it off the near side wall. McGinnis tries to move it through the feet of the defense. He gets a hold of it. McGinnis knocked off the puck and fired down the ice. As the Valley continue the kill.
Time of the penalty, 7:31.
Trenum. Stepping in. Slides it to McCacken down the right wing side. McCacken in stride. Trying to skate free. Goes to the net. A shot stopped. A rebound. Taken by Chisholm on the point. Across to Ellis. Ellis looking to work it out front. Moved across. McGinnis to Chisholm. Chisholm down low. Another pass across. And to Ellis a shot. Save made with the pad by Neumann. Is that one taken by McGinnis? McGinnis moves it across to Ellis. Ellis pass in front of the net. Another chance in front. That one stopped up. Ellis, nice move to get by. Ellis to the net. I can't get the shot away. What a couple moves by Jonah Ellis as that one fired down the ice. Still 45 seconds to go here in the power play unit for the Islanders as they set up again. Jonah Ellis. Sliding across on the near side to Hunter McDonald. All the way down it goes. Icing waved off here as a check there on the wall. Seaman turning with it. Fires it down with confidence for the Valley as that's stopped up by Bell. Bell drops it to Ellis. Ellis. He pass for McDonald on the off wing. Aiden McDonald spin move. Trying to work himself free. Works behind the goal. Almost back to even strength there as that's dropped to Watt. Walked on the point to Ellis. Ellis back across to McDonald. McDonald out front. Blocked up there by Kerrigan who tries to move it ahead. Taken away by McDonald. We're back to even strength here as the Valley have killed that one off. Ellis working behind his own goal. Hounded by Kerrigan. Off to neutral ice. Picked up here. Out the play to Stoddard down the wing. Stoddard. Quick shot. Glove save made by Bell and he holds on for the whistle. Face off in the offensive zone here for the Valley Wildcats. Jesse Sinclair on the draw. McGinnis won that draw. Funny hop off the boards. Finds Davidson in stride. Hounded by Fletcher and taken off the puck as McDonald follows it up. Here comes Sinclair. Moving through neutral ice, trying to find his man. And Fletcher is off his stick into the corner against Trenum. Trenum against Fletcher. Hanley finds it. He makes a move, finds Fletcher. Fletcher a shot, blocking aside. Rebound chance. Taken by McGinnis. McDonald turns with it, fakes the pass, slides it across to Davison on the near side, and then we're going to tip it ahead as Wilson chases it down. Icing waved off, Wilson behind his own goal, hounded there by McGinnis. It's on the near side wall, moved ahead to Fletcher. Fletcher trying to find it, bump it back to the D to Hickey, but McGinnis is on it, finds Davidson. Davidson trying to make a move to the outside, but stopped up by Fletcher. Near side picked up by Thomas McCacken, he spins it into the zone. And a forecheck here by McDonald as he gets after it and delivers a body check on Hickey. Off the boards, stopped up by Sinclair. Sinclair out and play for Hanley. Hanley through neutral ice. Tries to work himself free and knocked off the puck there by McCacken, but he follows it up. Wilson in neutral ice. Neither team able to get some sustained pressure at this point in this last couple minutes here after the penalty kill. Successful one by the Valley. Is that one taken here? 2 penalty kills. McCacken shot there, glove down by Neumann for the whistle. And that'll ensue the TV timeout here.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turning your steel, copper, and aluminum into cast. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, Turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple.
And we're back. Face off in the offensive zone here for the Islanders. Carson McCacken stepping up to the plate. And that one a false start as Kerrigan gets tossed on the draw. Incept Sinclair. Emma Sinclair wins the draw. Up behind the goal, Arnold. Onto the wing to Force. Force, stick check there by Watt. Out the line, try to shovel it in the corner. Is that one stopped up at the point? Great play by McGinnis. Or Nadesty, rather. Nadesty holding the line there. As good improvisation there on the blue line by the Islanders rookie. Is that one taken on the near side? Outlet play by Force. Force takes it. Trying to escape past Nadesty in the corner. McCacken on it. 1 against 2. Pass in front and off the side of the goal. Arnold trying to hold the line there. Funny bounce in front, and a quick shot was blocked and went to the blue paint. Here comes McCacken. McCacken up the left wing side, try to dance. Does so. Hauled down to the ice. Moved on to the left wing side as Force picks it up in stride. Slides it across to Kerrigan. It's just out of his reach as he skates it down against McCacken. McCacken turns with it, trying to find that loose puck. Taking on the near side, chipped ahead there by Will Chisholm. Moving down with it, tried to chop it in front for Watt in stride, and taking it away now is Seaman trying to catch the defense sleeping here as he moves ahead. Number 55 on defense. Quick shot, save made by Bell as he swallows that one up. And 2 minutes on the clock here for a penalty. As once more, Islanders penalty. This power play for the Valley now brought to you by Zeppelin Contractors. As Watt goes to the box. Off the draw. Valley on the power play now moved across to Fleming. Fleming a shot, tip on goal. And a spinning play off the ceiling beam for another stoppage here. Once again, this power play brought to you by Zeppelin Contractors. Held at the point. Quick shot to a screen. That's stopped up by Bell. Another chance in front, picked up by Fleet. Hard outlet there by Colby Fleet. And he doesn't just score goals, he's on this penalty killing unit here for the Islanders. Is that one off the far side of Connolly. Connolly behind his own goal. Almost took a tumble there on the ice. Lost his footing, but he gathers himself in, finds Fleming. Fleming trying to find Force. McGinnis. Picked up by Connolly. Turns with it. Moved across. Valley looks to reset here as that's a cross. Hood slides into the zone for Force. Skates after against John Hugh McGinnis. And fan on that clearing attempt as it's off the near side. Another clearing attempt by McGinnis. Picks it up and fires it past Hickey down the ice. And the Islanders get a partial line change here as McGinnis and Ellis go off on defense. Peyton McDonald as well. Full penalty killing unit line change here for the Islanders. 45 seconds left to go in the advantage here for the Valley. Jesse Sinclair. Hard outlet down the ice. And that'll be an icing here against the Valley as they're unable to get a stick on that on the wing. So unable to get a line change here of the Wildcats. The Islanders shorthanded for another 37 seconds. Hickey finds Sinclair. Sinclair on the left wing side to Hood. Hood, a saucer pass and a nice one there to Fleming right on the tape as Fleming skates in. Tries to find his man the sidewall as is taken by Sinclair behind the goal. Sinclair onto the point to Kerrigan. Finds Seaman. Back to Kerrigan. Kerrigan tries to move to the inside. Stopped up by Hookshorts, but it's back on the point to Seaman. He finds Fletcher. Back for Seaman. Just periphery on the outside here for the Valley. Power play almost done here as that finds Fletcher. Oh, and a hard check there in the corner. Looked like onto the point. Arnold, a quick shot off the shoulder of Bell. It's loose in front. Valley looking to get a hold of it. Another chance by Hanley. That one stopped up. Great pressure here by the Valley. And we're still back to even strength now. As that one taken by Sinclair in the corner. Battling forward against Trentham. Finds Hanley. Hanley holds on, tries to sweep it out front. Follows it up with a quick shot. That one blocked. Islanders heading to their own zone here. They have to get it out. And they need a line change here. Is that one taken by Fletcher. Drops it for Sinclair. Sinclair turns. Finds Fletcher in the corner. Great cycle here by the Valley as they look to press. Back in front of the net. A shot. That one blocked. Hanley. Here's Hanley in the corner trying to make a play. Taken away by Hookshore. He gets checked. Tries to find McDonald in stride. There's that one taken by Seaman now. Off the near side wall finds Sinclair. Seaman. Finds Pay. Pay outlet play. Blocked by McGinnis. Follows it up though. Pay trying to clear it into the zone. Taken by McGinnis and fired down the ice. All the way down. And that'll be icing here against the Islanders. A tired group of Islanders on the ice here. And not quite as tired as I thought. They did get almost a full unit line change after that last intense penalty kill and follow-up pressure by the Valley. And so Jack Bell still in discussion with the official. Is that why the play was whistled down on the draw? Off the draw, picked up on the point. Arnold, hounded by McDonald. Quick shot goes wide. A rebound chance in front. They bang away. It's still loose and finally covered by Bell. For a stoppage in play. Force on the draw against McDonald. Picked up in stride by McGinnis as he skates out with it. McGinnis dumps it into the corner as him and McDonald go after Hanley. McCacken on the point, touches it ahead for McDonald, and he can't get a stick on that as it's just out of his reach. Hanley chips it into the zone. Nodacy in the corner. Off the side, picked off by Force. Force trying to find Stoddard. That's picked up by Aiden McDonald now. McDonald off the glass, picked up by Hanley. Hanley trying to skate past the defense. And McGinnis is taken by Connolly now. Connolly hounded by McDonald. McDonald going to get him off the puck. Good hard check there. Nodacy turning with it. On the far side of Davidson, he backhands into the zone. As the Valley make chase. Looking to get it out of the zone cleanly here as that one deflected off the wall, picked up by McCacken. McCacken made it clear. He's checked hard by Pay in the neutral ice. Connolly turning with it, taken away by Chisholm. Chisholm skates in, drops it off. Play in front, that blocked away. Here comes Stoddard up the wing. Here come the Valley Wildcats. Drag moving for the net and a save made by Bell on a stick check. Another chance in front, that one blocked off by McGinnis. McGinnis on the back end off the wall. Here comes Carson McCacken down the wing. Slides to the head for Chisholm, picked off by Hood. Great defensive play by number 21, finds Sinclair in stride. Amos Sinclair down the wing, to the net, unable to get the shot away. Take it on the near side, good pressure here by the Valley. On to the point to Hickey. Hickey, a shot through a screen, save made. Closing the wickets there at the last second. Was Jack Bell. Another play to the point, another shot there. Off the crossbar and into the netting. As that one beat Bell, but not the iron as Fleming gets into the mix with McGinnis after the play. The head games continue here at the Alamogordo Sports Center. There's a minute 53 remaining here in the second frame. 3-2 lead for the hometown Islanders. A good pressure here in the second half of this second frame by the Valley Wildcats. Unable to cash in just yet and tie things up. Is that one taken by Hookshorst down the wing. Hookshorst holds on, tries to move ahead. Hookshorst a shot, and that one steered aside. Force trying to make a move here. Off the backboards to Hickey. Kept alive here by Colby Fleet. He backhands it off the glass behind the goal. Hookshorst trying to dodge a check there by Arnold as it comes out to neutral ice. Held at the line by Trenham. He holds the line. No offside called there as that one taken by McDonald on the wing. Kieran McDonald drops it to Chisholm. Quick shot there, blocked. Another chance here. McDonald again, a shot. That one blocked as well. Great defensive play here in the second by the Valley and the Islanders as well. There's neither team able to get some clean shots away here. Both teams getting a feel for each other's strategies here as that's off the near side, picked up, dropped off. Here comes Arnold. 1 against 3. He gets knocked off the puck, but holds on to it and fires it to the point to Sinclair. Amos Sinclair into Force a shot. Stopped up by Trenham in front. Trenham off the boards. Tipped ahead. Seaman on it. That one caught by Trenham. He finds Will Chisholm on the left wing. Chisholm drops it off for Trenham. Stick check there, and up come the Valley Wildcats the other way, dropping it to Sinclair. Jesse Sinclair's got a man with him in front of the net, back in front of it, and a save made by Bell on the poke check. Crowd really getting into it now. Stepping in free. Blocked by McHackard on the side. Trenham fires a shot. And looks like a face wash going on there in the corner. And officials having to get in the mix here to try to break things up. And it looks like there could be a delayed penalty coming up on the play here to close the second. That's some discussions between the Islanders and the referee here. As Lucas Chisholm's going to the box here for the Islanders, so they will end the period down a man in Chisholm. So this power play, brought to you by Ideal Concrete, will likely extend into the third for the Valley unless they can score here with just 16 seconds left to play in the second and take things all tied up into the third as that one onto the point. Sinclair moves it across to Fleming. Fleming a shot from distance all the way through, loose in front, chopping away at it. Is that one back in front? Another shot, save made by the mask of Bell and chopped out and down the ice here with just 3 and 2 left to go in the second. So a minute 44 left on the clock insofar as the power play unit time is. So that will be the time to kill remaining for the Islanders to start that third period of play after this intermission. This second intermission brought to you by Ron McGilvery, Chev Buick GMC. Whether you're looking for a new or a new-to-you vehicle, Ron McGilvery, Chev Buick GMC has you covered. The wide range of selection, amazing deals, knowledgeable and friendly staff that will get you into your dream vehicle. Visit Ron McGilvery, Chev Buick GMC, and Ron McGilvery Certified Pre-Owned Center at 75 St. Andrew Street in Antigonish, or call at 902-863-2803. That's 902-863-2803, or shop online at rmggm.com. That's rmggm.com. The Islanders would also like to extend a thank you to Zeppelin Contractors and Ideal Concrete for participating in their co-branding program. In addition to being a member of the Islanders sponsorship team, they will also be sponsoring tracksuits for the 2025-26 coaching staff and players. And also a third thank you to Nova Trophy for providing the Islanders with and players and staff with hoodies this year. So thank you to them as well. Stay tuned, folks, for the third period coming at you live from the Alamogordo Sports Center. And Jack Bell leads the Islanders back onto the ice surface for this third period of play. They lead the game 3-2 to start the third. But the Valley Wildcats be on the power play for a minute 44 to start the period. So the Islanders will have to kill off a minute 44 of penalty time to start this third if they want to maintain their lead within those first 2 minutes of play in this third frame. A power play goal by Lance Hookshorst early in the second remains the one that has maintained the Islanders' lead to start this third period of play. See how the Valley respond in this third period. They already lead the Islanders in shots in the game by 26-15. As that one taken with a clean draw win to start things off as Fleming moves ahead. Fleming chips it into the corner here for the Valley. One off the far side, and Hickey has to chase it down here for the Wildcats as he turns behind his own goal. Hickey tries it ahead. Hunter Hood down the left wing side, fires it into the corner. Stopped up by Bell, but it escapes over to Fleming. Not able to make a play on it. Offside waved off. Is that shot towards that? They score! It's Force with the tip in front. And the Wildcats, early here in the third, score that goal in the power play to tie things up at 3. And a huge power play goal here early in the third. And we're back tied up at 3 apiece here. As McCacken spins out into the corner, Arnold chasing it down, Davidson hounding him. Davidson on it. Spins it in front, and that one picked off by Hanley. As he finds Fletcher down the wing. Fletcher trying to chip it ahead. Moving in the corner, Sinclair behind the goal. Holds on, moves it to the point to Seaman. Seaman on it. Fans on that shot attempt, but he follows it up. Another shot to the point. That one deflected wide as Hanley follows it up. On the point to Seaman, across to Arnold. Arnold, the shot, glove down by Bell. With a stoppage in play. Kerrigan steps up to the draw here against McDonald. McDonald picks it up, finds Fleet. Colby, Fleet down the right wing side. Spins with it, holds onto it. Battle there against Force. Force takes a tumble, tries to find the loose spot against Trenham. He fires it in. Fired in, not quite as far as Chisholm wanted to fire it in. Is that one taken by Force on the left wing side? Force turns. Hounded there. Finds Kerrigan. Kerrigan trying to find Sinclair as that one goes all the way across. And picked up here. Hanley. Fires it into the far corner for the Valley as they look to get things started on the cycle. Chisholm off the boards. All the way down. And that'll be icing here against the Islanders, so unable to make the line change here. And so Connolly stepping up to the draw once again here against McDonald in the offensive zone for the Valley. And Hookshore's cheating there on the draw. He's going to cause McDonald to get tossed as Fleet steps up. Trenham off the near side. McDonald picks it up. Trying to clear it out of the zone. Picked up by Fleming. Fleming holds on, shoots, and that one saved by Bell. Fought off as Hookshore chases it down against Hanley. fire down the ice all the way down. That'll be icing once again against the Islanders. Connolly up against McDonald. Off the draw, picked up by Fleming. Fleming turns, launches the point to Hanley. Back to Fleming. Fleming chips it ahead. Hood trying to make a move on Chisholm. Chisholm swoops it off the boards and out to neutral ice. Soft up by Neumann for Hanley. Hanley, outlet play across. Connolly chips it into the zone and goes for a change here for the Valley. Bell stops it up for McGinnis. John Hugh McGinnis. Trying to move to the outside. He left the puck behind as here comes Pay. Pay and a goal shot. Off the goal post, but they score! Off a turnover in front. The breakaway by Pay was off the goal post. But on the follow-up, the Wildcats take the lead here at 4-3. On a defensive lapse at the blue line by McGinnis. Now the Islanders on the back foot here early in the third. That one chipped ahead all the way, stopped up by Neumann for the whistle. Off the draw, fire down off the boards. And it is going to be Pye credited with the goal there. As it looked like going off the goalpost and found its way past. That was a play in the midair there by Stoddard. Enter neutral ice. Off the near side wall. Stoddard tries to follow it up. It goes all the way down here for icing once more against the Islanders. With a forechecking pressure of the Valley causing a lot of icing calls to be taking place here against the Islanders early in the third. Face off taking place to the right of the goaltender, Jack Bell. Off the tie-up, Sinclair gets it in the corner for Hanley. McGinnis off the boards. Wilson stops that up in neutral ice. Cleared back in, stopped up by Bell. He holds on for the whistle. Jesse Sinclair on the draw here against Carson McCacken. Sinclair. McCacken wins the draw to Chisholm. Moved ahead to Watt. Lex Watt through neutral ice. Holds on. Shoots, and that one blocked by Wilson into the netting for a stoppage. Face off to the left of the goaltender, Norman. McCacken on the draw against Sinclair. On the point to Trenham. Trenham a shot. That one blocked by Hanley in front. That's Sinclair. Pounded there by Chisholm. Couple hacks and whacks there as Fletcher stepped over the lines. Follows up by Hanley. Hanley steps in and shoots, and that one shouldered into the netting by Jack Bell. Kerrigan on the draw here against Fleet. Kerrigan. Sinclair in the corner. Fleet McGinnis on it as well. On to the point. Shot there is deflected into the ceiling beam once again here. Face up in the offensive zone once more here for the Valley. Kerrigan up against Fleet. Fleet wins the draw. Off the glass and out to neutral ice. The near side chipped in by Force. As McGinnis gets into it in the corner. Head fake there, drops it to Jack McGinnis. Arnold on the point. Quick shot there, sails past the blocker side. As McGinnis picks it up and fires it into the corner. Stopped up by Neumann. On with a backhand feed across to Sinclair. Stopped up by Fleet. Fleet with a drag move. Couldn't get the shot away. McGinnis. Down below the goal line as Norman follows it up. Arnold behind the goal. Looking to set things up here for the Valley. Arnold. Moves it on the right wing for Fleming as he chips it ahead. Nodacy. He gets checked. Holds on to the puck. Turns with it. 1-on-2. McDonald looking to help him out. Take it away. Pass in front of that shot. Blocked aside by Bell into the netting. What a save that was. Could be a big one here if the Islanders are able to tie things as we commence with the remainder of the third period of play. Hunter Hood on the draw against Aiden McDonald. Draw one to Fleming, tried a quick shot. That one was blocked in front. Connolly turns it behind the goal for Hood. Hood turns with it against McDonald. Fleet there to help him out. Trenham rather. Here comes Hunter McDonald on his off wing. Slides it over for Kieran McDonald. Chisholm follows it up and fires into the corner there for the Islanders. Delayed offside as they have to tag up here. And they get head down the right wing side. Hanley. Backhand feed to Hood. Hood, another massive cross. Too hot to handle for Connolly as he went past the goal line on the follow through. Here he comes again. Pass, shot there is past the glove hand side. Great passing plays here in the third by the Wildcats as that taken on the boards by Seaman. In front of that, quick shot there by Connolly on the one time. Patted aside by Bell. Seaman in the corner. Works free, holds on the point. Shot from distance all the way through, blocked aside by Bell into the corner. Islanders need a line change here. They got to get the puck out of the zone. Trenham fires it down the ice. That'll likely be icing here. And it will be, so unable to make the change here, the Islanders. Tired group of them on the ice. As the Wildcats will get a change. The fresh legs on the ice for the Wildcats and some tired legs on the ice for the Islanders here for this draw. Luke Force on the draw here, number 15. Wilson on the point, a shot there to the distance, rebound chance in front. Another shot there, that's stopped. Chaos here on the Islanders' end. Stopped on the point by Hanley. Hanley pass in front to start on a quick shot. Pad save there by Bell. Islanders have to get out of their own zone here. And a clean zone exit at that. Force moves it in deep here for the Valley. Hey, out in front. Stopped up by McDonald onto the point. Quick shot from distance. Chisholm follows it up, fires it off the boards and down the ice for another icing call here against the Islanders. Still unable to make the change here. A slight bit of discouragement on the Islanders bench here is still unable to make that line change. Draw one clean by Sinclair. He gets it across. Moves it in deep for Fletcher. Fletcher avoids a check. Falls. Finds to Hanley. Fletcher behind the goal. Out front. That one stopped up on the point by Hanley. Hanley a shot through distance. That one blocked in front by McDonald. McDonald tries to clear. Can't do so. Chisholm finds it. Chisholm ahead out to neutral ice. They got to make a change on the fly here. They got some new bodies on the ice. Kieran McDonald holds on. Moves free. Doesn't make a move. Stopped up. And the Cochran stick escapes his hands. Is that one down and through below the goal line? And finally an opportunity for a line change here for the Islanders. Here comes Arnold down the left wing side. Shoots it across in the open side for Sinclair. Amos Sinclair tries to dance past the defense of McGinnis, and he moves it ahead. Chisholm, he gets checked, but he gets it ahead. As Force on the back check up against Davidson. Force, skate to stick. Nice move to get past. Luke Force through neutral ice. Gathers speed, slides it across. Back in front of touch play, and that one stopped up. Will Chisholm moves it ahead. Hickey trying to get past Davidson. That one hit a skate for an offside call. Face off on neutral ice just outside of the Valley zone. Hunter Hood wins that draw to Connolly and moves it to Arnold across to Hickey. Modesty moves it ahead. Davidson now over the line. The Islanders are offside. They'll have to tag up here. Unable to get a clean zone entry yet again here. As here comes Hickey down to neutral ice. Hickey moves across. Moves to the inside. Tries to get his way to the net. Modesty. The good defensive play there. Hood follows it up. Connolly. Cross to the point. Arnold, a quick shot through a screen. Save made. Swallowed up by Bell for a stoppage in play. Shots at this stage in the period in the game are 37-16 in favor of the Valley Wildcats. They're more than doubling up the Islanders in shot attempts. Not a lot of shot attempts, but successful shots on goal. Remains a one-goal hockey game here. But don't count the Islanders out here at this stage. There's still quite a bit of hockey left to play and only down by a goal. As capitalization has been key for the Islanders in this game. Here comes Trenum. Moving up the ice. Trenum fires it down. Gloved by Neumann. And he holds on to it for the whistle. So an offensive zone face-off here for the Islanders. Moving in front of the net, unable to get the shot away there as it followed up by Fleet down the corner. Fleet spins it around behind for Hookshores. Hookshores knocked off the puck momentarily. Seaman behind the goal. Wilson tracks it down up against Fleet. Fleet trying to get him off the puck. The Islanders trying to get a cycle play going here. Fleet in the corner. Finds Hookshores. Hookshores checked, gets a skate on it and tries to sweep it free. Hood gets a hold of it now. Hunter Hood finds Connolly. There comes Connolly down the left wing side. He dumps it into the corner. Chisholm on it. Chisholm. Hard outlet down the ice. And that'll be icing here against the Islanders. And that'll ensue the TV timeout here before this faceoff.
Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple. Tonight's stream is brought to you by John Ross & Sons, Atlantic Canada's scrap metal pros. Cleaning out the garage, job site, or shop, turn your steel, copper, and aluminum into cash. Drop off at their HRM locations or book a convenient bin for bigger hauls. Family-owned, environmentally responsible recycling that keeps our community clean and jobs local. Visit jrsons.ca and tell them High Button Sports sent you. John Ross & Sons, scrap metal made simple.
Offensive zone face-off for the Valley Wildcats. 9:28 remaining here in the third. Luke Force wins it back to the point. Taken by Arnold. Spinning with it. Unable to get the shot away. Back into the corner. Pay on it. Off the boards. Picked up there by Hanley. Tried to get a shot away. Unable to do so. Moved ahead. Hunter McDonald chases it down. Knocks his man off the puck and turns with it. Hunter McDonald unable to make a play there. Stoddard gets a hold of that puck. Wins it on the near side looking for force. Hook shores. McCacken rather. Here comes Hood. Arnold rather. Arnold moves it ahead. Chases it down. And Arnold and McDonald come together there after the whistle. Gamesmanship still a factor here in the third. Face off in the offensive zone here for the Valley Wildcats. And McCacken gets tossed from the draw as Chisholm takes his place. On to the point. Shot by Jets. A quick shot there. St. Newton, they score! And it's Jesse Sinclair on the rebound. And the Wildcats take a 2-goal lead here. Just over the halfway point of the third period of play. So the pressure in the offensive zone by the Valley. They've gained their first lead, and now they got their first cushion of this game. First cushion by either team in this contest. At a 2-goal spread here for the Valley Wildcats. As Odyssey looks to get a hold of that on the wall. Moved ahead of Davidson. Nice move to get by. Davidson holds on, drops it back, trying to find Watt. And we're taken away. Here comes Sinclair now, dancing free. Shot up by Bell. Moves it ahead to Davidson. Davidson trying to find Watt. Knocked out of the air, taken by Sinclair. Odyssey. Across to Davidson. Davidson outlet play off, trying to find Watt. And Fletcher got a hold of that. And he got a slash in the hand area. Sort of going back to the bench there, as going back with some discomfort. Hanley on the near side. Picks it up. Cross for Sinclair. Sinclair tried to chip it past the defense in Trentham. Chisholm in the corner. Battling with Kerrigan. Kerrigan battling against two Islanders there as McDonald and Chisholm look to get him off the puck. Followed up in the slot area for Force. Sweeping a shot. That one goes wide. Kerrigan on the back end. Onto the point to Wilson. Wilson moves it across. One-timer for Arnold. All the way through. A save made by Bell. Trentham gets a hold of it. Clears it off the glass. And out to neutral ice. It's picked up by Hookshorse and Stride. Unable to get past the defense and Force as he takes him off the puck. Arnold off the mask of Watt and onto the defense of Chisholm. Lucas Chisholm across for Trentham. Trentham outlet play trying to find Hookshorse. And that one taken away by Force once more. Luke Force down the left wing side. Taken away by Trentham. Trentham finds Chisholm. Chisholm turns with it. Holds on off the glass. And it looks like that one caught the netting momentarily, so that'll be a stoppage here. The Islanders, after leading the game for quite a chunk, find themselves now down by 2 here in the third period of play. With 6:48 remaining, and the Valley pressing once again. They've already totaled 40 shots in this contest so far. As that one taken away here on McCacken. Trying to shove one into the corner. Here comes Hood, 1-on-2. Hood trying to dance and taken away by Ellis there as he battles for it against Hood. Fleming trying to get a hold of that as well. Chisholm drops it off for McCacken. McCacken lead play for Fleet. Stopped up by Seaman. McCacken follows it up. Trying to find his man in the center of the ice as that's one dropped to Chisholm. Chisholm holding on to it. Chisholm finds Fleet. Fleet drags and shoots. Save made there by Neumann. It's Fleet looking for the hat trick bid. That one off the wall and out and down the ice. John Hugh McGinnis chasing after it. Almost gave it away here. Is that one taken by Fleming? Fleming turns. Finds the open man and Stoddard skating free. Stoddard battling against McGinnis. Stoddard in the corner. Taken away by McCackern. Here comes Force turning with it. Force holds on. Tries to slide it in front. That one taken away by Fleet. Fleet chips it ahead for the Islanders. Out to neutral ice to Chisholm. Chisholm down the ice. Drags and shoots, and that one goes wide. Takes up here. They played a Force touch play there for Stoddard. Battling with McCackern. Taken by Force. Force down the left wing side. Holds on and shoots. Blocked aside by Bell. Battling against Nattasy in the corner. Taken away onto the point to Hickey. Hickey slides it across. Wilson. His shot is blocked. And painfully so there by Will Chisholm. As he skates off the ice for a change. Taken by Nattasy in front for McCackern. And McDonald unable to receive that pass. He skates it down against Hickey. Hickey in the corner. Hard check by McDonald. On the near side, Hanley on it. Hanley for Stoddard. Stoddard looking to find the open man. Trenham with it now. Trenham's getting ahead. He's checked hard into the bench there. And a hard check there behind the goal. Look at the collision with the goaltender possibly here. And a crowd gathers at center ice here as both teams get into the mix. Not sure I didn't exactly see what the play was as it was moving so fast. Hunter McDonald going off on the penalty here. This power play brought to you by Zepfin Contractors as the Wildcats will once again be on the power play here. And now it looks like one of the Valley players is going to go off the ice as well, so that will likely nullify the power play. I'm not sure exactly. It's going to be 5-on-5 likely here. So a neutral zone face-off here take place. With 4:40 left on the clock. We'll still have 5-on-5 hockey here. Quite a bit of interesting psychological games throughout this contest. And we're not over just yet. There's still 4:35 remaining. Here comes Sinclair down the right wing side. Check by Chisholm, and Chisholm knocks him down to the ice. Fleet on the near side. Moves it for Will Chisholm. He looks to make a move. Knocked off the puck by Arnold. Fletcher gathers it in. Across for Sinclair. Quick shot there, glove down by Bell for a whistle. Kerrigan on the draw against McCackern. Right in front, looking to take a shot away was Arnold. There's a quick drive, and that one goes wide. Seaman on it now. Holds on, slides it to Arnold. Tries to find Seaman again on the relay. And McCackern intercepts that. Shoveling into the corner for Chisholm. Chisholm with a body check. McCackern, quick shot, blocker to side by Neumann into the corner. Chisholm falls on a one-time shot. Neumann held the goalpost and made the save. Amos Sinclair on the wing. Works it free, try to find his man. His drop to Kerrigan. Kerrigan unable to advance. Arnold, he's checked. But he finds it ahead for Amos Sinclair on the wing. Sinclair off the wall, picked up by Chisholm. Trying to clear it out. McGinnis across for Ellis. Ellis turns with it on the back end. Back to the forehand with a spin move. That's work there by Ellis as he tries to move it ahead. Fleming with a hard check on Hookshores in neutral ice as McDonald chases it down. McDonald working behind off the side wall, and Hookshores chases it down in the corner against Hanley. Hookshores checks Hanley, trying to get him off the puck. Nattasy looks to hold the line. Connolly takes a whack at it. Off the near side, picked up here by Nodesty. Nodesty moves it across there for McCackern. Or Thomas McCackern rather, unable to get ahead. As Hookshore shovels that into the corner. 2:35 remaining here in the third. 2-goal lead for the Valley Wildcats. Intercepted by McDonald. McDonald down. Pass in front of the net. Nodesty winds and shoots. Save. Rebound chance in front. That one's knocked away. Here comes Fleming down the right wing side. Fleming dumps it into the corner and gets a line change, partial line change here for the Wildcats. As that one relayed ahead. Watt down the right wing side. Watt, play in front. Shot, they score! Quick shot from the wing by Lucas Chisholm, and the Islanders pull within one here with 2:04 remaining in the third. Don't turn off your monitors just yet, folks. The Islanders are back in it. Just down by a goal here with 2:04 remaining on that goal by Lucas Chisholm. Off the post and in. Well, 2 minutes and 4 seconds remaining. The Islanders look to press here late. As that one finds Lucas Chisholm. Chisholm. Outlet play to neutral ice, blocked up by Arnold. Finds Wilson. Wilson. Hard check by Hanley, or on Hanley rather, as McGinnis moves it ahead. Here comes Davidson down the wing. Finds McGinnis a shot, that one blocked in front. McDonald follows it up. Kieran McDonald avoids a hit. Gets free, moves it behind the goal to McGinnis. McGinnis battling for it, taken away by Arnold. Arnold, that one off the official. Davidson unable to clear. Fletcher trying to drop it off, taken off the puck by McDonald. McDonald holds on, chips it into the corner. Wilson on it. Wilson gets checked by McGinnis. Hard check there by Davidson. Davidson working free, trying to shot. He gets checked by Hanley. Wilson on it. Bell is off the ice and into the bench with the extra attacker for the Islanders. Empty net. Giving away here, Wilson. Chipped ahead to Sinclair. Amos Sinclair. Taken away by McCackern. Looking to shovel it free. Taken by Hanley. Hanley's got an empty net all the way down and in. And the Wildcats get the empty net goal here to make it 6-4. With 52 seconds remaining in the third. Well, the Islanders unable to get a clean zone entry on that pressure opportunity with the goaltender pulled, intercepted by Hanley and fired down the ice into the empty net. Well, 52 seconds remaining. There's that one taken on the near side. Fleet intercepts, fires that from a sharp angle. That one blocked. McCackern holds and turns. Spins it around behind the goal for McCackern. McCackern holds on. Pass across. Shot. They score! It's McCackern to McCackern as Carson finds Thomas on the left side. And the Islanders once again pulling within one. This time with 32.6 left on the clock. Don't blink, folks. It's still a one-goal game with 33 seconds left. Thomas McCackern on the backhand, clears it into the zone. Bell coming out of the net. The extra attacker coming on the ice for the Islanders. Moved across to McCackern. Dumps it in off the glass. Just 19 seconds remaining here. The extra attacker on for the Islanders. Looking to wrap it around. Pass in front of shot. Save. Rebound chance. Clear to the side. Just 10 seconds to go. Looking to sweep it out front. Back into the slot. McCackern almost fan on it. Fires towards the goal. Tipped wide of the goal. Another shot. Save made at the horn, and that'll do it here. McCackern with a cross check on Neumann to follow it up. And a crowd gathers behind the goal as this one ends in a big skirmish behind the net. As fights start to break out to close this one. And a barn burner of a contest here at the Almaguer Sports Center. My goodness. What a way to end it here as the Wildcats with the win. And it doesn't end without a fair bit of emotion here shown at the Al McGinnis Sports Center. And remember, folks, this game will be followed up with a matinee contest tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. after what was an extremely lively event here for this Saturday night. So make sure to tune into that one tomorrow afternoon, folks, as a rematch in the making here of a barn burner 6-5 victory for the Wildcats. This has been Breton Maloney from High Button Sports. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow afternoon.